Oh, yeah.
Every fighter will like the move up in weight.
Only special talent get to do that. And he's that pound per pound special, once in a lifetime talent that's able to do that.
The impact of his punch as he moves up in weight, it just will not be the same.
This is how you get beat as a great fighter. You move too far up the weight classes.
As I get older, you never know how your body is going to react. But I'm confident that I'll be good. I'm looking forward to feeling more energized, stronger. 147 was tough. The last fight was, it took a lot out of me, weigh-ins, but as you can see from me training so hard, my body just bounced right back to normal because, it's used to going through that trauma. It's easy to become champion, and it's hard to stay champion.
I thought I would never say this, but Canelo's scared. Literally, I thought I would, as a fighter, I know fighters are not scared. But wow, we've been begging Canelo, please, Canelo, please. We want this fight. I want it as a fan. And I want this fight because it's a great fight for boxing, for the sport we love. Turkey's making the best fights, and Canelo's not giving up.
Rumors of Terence Crawford facing Canelo Alvarez this year have sparked debate, with Oscar De La Hoya suggesting Canelo might be avoiding the fight. De La Hoya critiqued Crawford's chances, saying, at 154, Crawford didn't seem too dangerous. He argued that Crawford's success at lower weights might not translate well to the challenge of facing a bigger opponent like Canelo, implying that size is a major factor in the outcome. De La Hoya added, when has a smaller fighter ever beaten a bigger one? However, in an unexpected twist, De La Hoya later reversed his stance, expressing confidence that Crawford not only has a chance, but could defeat Canelo. This shift has left fans questioning his change of heart and sparked further discussion about the...
Well, I give Crawford all the credit in the world for even thinking about possibly fighting Canelo, but if that fight ever takes place, I have Crawford 1,000%. And people are going to say, oh, well, you're contradicting yourself. I kind of am, but Crawford is also a big guy. Crawford is a big guy who can handle a Canelo because they're the same size.
The contradiction in De La Hoya's stance on Crawford couldn't be clearer. After downplaying Crawford's chances, he has now positioned him as the undeniable favorite, reigniting debates over who truly has the upper hand. This bold reversal has intensified the discussion, pushing the narrative to a new level of excitement. De La Hoya took it further by praising Crawford's all-around boxing skills, highlighting his precision footwork and adaptability. He elevated Crawford's technique above Canelo's, challenging the widely held belief that Canelo is the most complete fighter in the sport. This shift in De La Hoya's perspective not only adds fuel to the controversy, but also shakes up the long-standing view of Canelo's dominance.
Crawford is a guy who punches hard, but he doesn't rely on his power. He relies on his footwork. He relies on his speed, on his change-ups. He relies on his combinations. He relies on his mind. And I believe that Crawford is a way better boxer than Canelo.
De La Hoya's remarks have cast doubt on Canelo's reliance on power and durability, suggesting that Crawford's finesse and tactical brilliance could expose weaknesses in Canelo's game. By positioning Crawford as the smarter, faster, and more versatile fighter, De La Hoya has sparked fierce debates about whether Canelo's sheer strength can withstand Crawford's calculated approach. The battle lines are now clearer than ever, with the central theme of skill versus power dominating the conversation as the Crawford versus Canelo debate heats up. Eddie Hearn added his voice to the controversy, questioning whether the fight will ever take place. His comments suggested that Canelo may not be fully committed to facing Crawford, adding fuel to the idea that Canelo might be avoiding a challenge that could reshape his legacy.
I'd be very surprised if that fight happens. I think His Excellency has been pushing that fight. it didn't seem like it was something that Canelo was really up for, to be honest.
Hearn's blunt assessment cast doubt on Canelo's willingness to face Crawford, suggesting that external pressures, rather than personal desire, were driving discussions. He subtly questioned Canelo's fighting spirit, raising concerns about whether Canelo is genuinely pursuing greatness or merely protecting his career from unnecessary risks. As the buzz around the potential fight grew, these remarks intensified the debate. In response to the mounting speculation and criticism, Canelo Alvarez stepped into the conversation. Addressing the claims directly, his words were both confident and dismissive, sending shockwaves through the boxing community. Canelo's response drew a stark contrast between his self-assured dominance and the doubts raised by critics. While Hearn's remarks questioned Canelo's willingness, the Mexican superstar's reply shifted the narrative entirely, reaffirming his stance and silencing the doubts. However, the tone of his words left fans and analysts questioning whether it was pure confidence or an underestimation of Crawford's capabilities. He stated, "I'm in. Why not? Don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight." Canelo's bold declaration, referring to the fight as easy money, added a new layer to the controversy. Many interpreted it as both a challenge and a dismissal of Crawford's threat. By downplaying Crawford's skill, Canelo fueled speculation that he might not be taking the potential matchup seriously. Fans are now left wondering if this was a confident assertion or an overconfident misstep in assessing the dangers of the fight. Canelo's bold confidence could either backfire or serve as a testament to his dominance at higher weights. Regardless, the stakes have never been higher. Canelo's statement seemed to silence some critics, but Eddie Hearn remained unconvinced. While Canelo exuded confidence, referring to the fight as easy money, Hearn continued to peel back the layers, offering a deeper analysis of the situation. Hearn suggested that beneath Canelo's bravado might be a strategic hesitation, not driven by fear, but by concerns over the optics of the fight. He pointed out that Canelo's bold confidence might be a way of masking his doubts about the potential risks involved. Hearn didn't stop there, elaborating on how the pressure and public perception surrounding the fight could play a crucial role in Canelo's approach, possibly influencing his decision-making more than fans realize.
To fight, and Crawford can't really come to fight like that in that fight because he's at a massive size disadvantage and he can't be standing in front of him.
At the end of the day, they're two great pound-for-pound fighters, and if they feel like, it makes sense and they want to fight each other, stylistically it's a great fight. But Canelo, he's a big dude, and I think it'd be hard for anyone to beat him at 168. But it's definitely a big money fight, and that's why.
I mean, he's lost twice to the same man, so that can be a situation, or it could be that Usyk just has his number. But until I see him lose to another heavyweight, then I'm gonna have to say he still is number 2.